Alright, love, so I already did one eye off of camera. Now I'm going into my Plouise eyeshadow base in 2.5. This is the only eyeshadow base that I ever use. I love this base so much, you guys. As you can see, it definitely makes the shades just more vibrant and pop, and they blend really nicely over this base. So yeah, this is pretty much the only one that I use. So I'm just going to be taking my Plouise brush, and I'm going to be pretty much just making sure that it's even from the lash line all the way up to the brow bone. Now I'm just taking a brush and just making sure that it's nice and even and blend it out, and also just to make sure that we don't have too much product on our lid or anything like that, because we don't want the eyeshadows to just mix in with the base. We want it to lay nicely over top of the base. So now I'm going in with a cosmetic paint. It is this beautiful chocolate brown shade, and I just like to go in with this base just to make sure that the brown shades that I add on to the crease is pretty much pulling more of a brown shade versus purple. I do find that with Plouise's eyeshadow palettes, her brown shades kind of pull more purple than brown. So yeah, I just like to do this just to be safe, even though this palette does contain nice neutral brown shades. I just wanted to make sure everything was just looking nice and like chocolatey brown. So yes, this is the Go Shawty It's Your Birthday palette, and it's absolutely gorgeous, you guys. Unfortunately, this palette is discontinued, but you do not have to use this palette to get this kind of look. All you need is just neutral brown tone. So I'm taking the deepest brown shade in the palette, and I'm just making sure that I completely cover that base that we applied. And I'm just making sure that it is pretty much built up to the intensity I want it to be for right now. So the second shade that I went into is another deep brown shade, but I thought that it was a little bit lighter, which it is, but I wanted something a little bit more chocolatey. So I went over that with the Best Life shade, and as you can see, it did make it just a little bit more warmer. I just wanted the cool tonus to come from the first shade that we applied, but the rest I just wanted it to be more on the warmer side. So the last shade that I'm going to take in my crease is called Be a Blessing, and I'm just pretty much blending that, doing the 50-50 method, and yeah, I'm just making sure that everything is nice and diffused. So now I'm taking my Plouise cut crease carver, you guys, and I'm just going to be carving out my crease. This is the part that I dread the most because I never get my cut creases the same. As many cut creases as I do a year, there's probably 2 that I do out of the year that actually look the same. But yeah, you guys, I literally try my best, but it's just always different, and I can always tell. But yeah, as you can see, I tried to like match it up as much as I possibly could. But yeah, so I'm just pretty much applying that balm. It's kind of like a balm consistency pretty much everywhere that I just want the cut crease to be carved out. So now I'm just taking a Q-tip and I'm just wiping off the excess. This is honestly the best thing that you could possibly do when it comes to your cut creases, you guys. It's definitely going to make your eyeshadow pop, especially for your matte shades. You definitely want to work with a clean canvas and just make sure everything is just nice and bare, so that way your eyeshadows can pop on the lid. So now I'm taking that first shade that we use in the crease, and I'm just blending out the edges, and then I'm going to move on to the lid, and I'm taking Female Lead. That is the first shade that we're going to go into. But as you can see, you guys, I'm not starting all the way in the inner corner because I'm leaving that part for the shimmer that we're going to be using. So yeah, I'm just pretty much putting that on the first half of my lid, and then I'm going to be ombreing it into a slightly deeper shade. So now to blend those edges out, I'm going to be taking the last shade that we use in the crease. It's called B-Day Blessing, and I'm just making sure that that's nice and diffused on the lid and just making sure that everything blends really nicely together. So that is pretty much what it's looking like, and then I added the shimmer in the inner corner. So now I'm taking that same cosmetic paint that we used earlier, and I'm just going to be lining my lash line. I wanted to use a brown instead of a black because I just felt like it went better with the eyeshadow look. So once I finish lining my lash line, I'm just going to go into a brown eyeshadow that we used in the crease just to set that cosmetic paint and just to make sure that it is more cohesive and it blends well with the eyeshadows that we applied in the crease. So now we're moving on to the skin, you guys. I already primed my skin using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And as you can see, I am doing the smile line technique. I did use the soft ochre paint pot and I set it with the Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie Powder. It is a translucent powder. I will say I didn't really see much of a difference with this foundation. I have done this technique with another foundation that pretty much settles into my smile lines a little bit more than other foundations, and is doing pretty good so far. But yeah, I just don't think that it worked well with this foundation. This foundation definitely does settle into fine lines easily, but nevertheless the foundation is really pretty. I'm still debating on if I'm even going to keep it, to be completely honest, you guys. I did a full-blown review and a wear test of the foundation, but as I've worn it a couple more times, I just feel like it just does not hold up on my skin really well. It definitely has like that you have on makeup kind of look, and it's like obviously you could tell when a person has on makeup, but it just looks really, I can't really describe it. It kind of like breaks up a little bit around my skin, and I don't know if it's just because it's hot outside and I do sweat, so maybe that's causing it to break up. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I feel like I'm going to wear this foundation one more time, and then I'm going to make my final decision on whether I'm going to keep the foundation or not. But yeah, when you initially put it on, it is absolutely gorgeous. When you first set it and everything, it looks really nice, but I just don't know how I feel about it as far as how it holds up throughout the day. So now I'm taking my Makeup by Mario concealers. I like to use the 420 shade first, which is closer to my skin tone, but it's still a highlighting shade. And then I like to go in with a super brightening shade because I do like a really intense bright under eye. So yeah, I've been doing this technique for like, I want to say like a year or two now. I literally love this technique so much. So yeah, I'm just letting this concealer sit on my skin, and then I'm just going to blend it out. I find with these more hydrating concealers, you can do that technique to where you just let it sit on your skin and then blend it out. It definitely adds more coverage, so I definitely recommend doing that if you are a full coverage girly like myself. And now I'm going in with my Juvia's Place cream bronzer in the shade Amber, and I'm just pretty much applying that cream bronzer in the hollows of my cheeks, the temples of my forehead, all of those places I pretty much want to look nice and bronzed and sun-kissed. So now I'm going in with one of my favorite cream blush shades. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Blush in the shade Strawberry Cream. So I'm just applying those dots and then I'm just blending that out on the apples of my cheeks. And then after that, I'm just going to go into setting my under eye area. At this point, I was kind of rushing a little bit, you guys, so I'm sorry I didn't show you guys the product, but I am using the Huda Beauty Ube Birthday Cake setting powder. So yeah, I'm just using that and I'm just going to be applying that every single where that we apply the concealer. Now I'm just going to be taking my L'Oreal bronzer and I'm pretty much just going to be placing that every single where that I apply the cream bronzer and just making sure everything is nice and set. Usually this takes me a while, you guys, because for some odd reason it is really hard to set cream bronzer for me. Like no matter how much powder I go into, it always seems to just still have like moisture there. So yeah, I have no idea why that happens, but yeah, so after that, I'm just going to be taking my NARS Infatuated blush. This is my favorite blush shade ever. I am definitely a rose pink kind of girl when it comes to the blush. So now I'm taking my Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder. This is in the shade Sugar Cookie. It is a translucent shade. And I'm just going to be using a powder puff to just carve out that bronzer. And then I'm just going to be patting downward after I carve it out to just set everywhere that we did not set like with bronzer or anything like that. I'm just pretty much setting the rest of my face. So now I'm going to be doing literally my favorite part of my makeup routine. I'm going to be applying my brightening powder. I absolutely love doing this stuff, you guys, because like I said earlier, I love a really bright under eye area. And as you can see and like tell the difference, one side is more of like a cool neutral and the other side was like really yellow, and I don't like yellow under eyes at all. So yeah, you guys, I just went in with that pink shade. And I'm just going to be applying that pretty much everywhere that we apply the concealer, just to make everything look nice and put together and cohesive. So now I'm going to take my Milk Makeup Setting Spray, you guys. This is pretty much going to give me kind of like a dewy finish, and it's also going to help the powders melt into the skin. And right after I spray that, I like to go in with my favorite highlighter of all time. This is the Pink Amethyst highlighter from House Labs. So yeah, this is the only highlight that I pretty much use in every single look, you guys. I absolutely love this shade so much. I feel like the pink really complements my skin tone a lot. So yeah, I did apply my lashes off of camera, and now I'm just working on my bottom lash line. I took that same shade that we use in the crease, the first shade that we used, and I just applied that to the lower lash line, but I didn't go all the way into the inner corner because that is going to be for our shimmer, and I'm just using the same one that we applied at the top. So yeah, now we're just going to move on to lips. Oh, and I also apply bottom mascara as well. So yeah, now I'm just going to be taking my Wet n Wild pencil in the shade Summer Brown now, and then I'm going to be going into my LA Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Natural. So I'm just doing a little ombre effect with that. And then once everything is nice and blended, I'm going in with a gloss. This is Ooh Baby by Huda Beauty. And yeah, it's a beautiful pink gloss, you guys. And it is just super pretty. I need to get another one before she discontinues this. She's just discontinuing every single thing that I love. So yeah, I'm just going to be applying that, and then we are finished, you guys. This is the finished look. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video and you learned something new. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah.